So Sega has really stepped in it. Players of the new Sonic game need to be happy with their data being used to enhance AI models. According to the gamer, according to the gamer, Sega's going to mine your data for AI to train their AI. If you enter this contest, we're going to take a look at this and see if we can make sense of what's going on here. I did see a lot of people talking about it on X, that they're very angry about this, that it was basically non-consensual. They bury it in the fine print. But I thought it was kind of ironic that people were talking about it on X, because X is basically there to feed Grok and AI. Even if you don't pay for X, just posting on X is training Grok. I'm just saying, it's weird to complain about AI on a platform literally owned by XAI Inc. But, you know, whatever. Let's talk about this situation with Sonic. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, if you'd like more Clownfish TV, go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more episodes and podcasts you will not find anywhere else. And also, speaking of podcasts, if you'd like to listen to us instead of watch us, you can listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Amazon Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just look for Clownfish TV Podcasts. And thank you so much for the support. All right, so let's see what's going on here. This is coming from the gamer, weirdly enough. Players of the new Sonic game need to be happy with their data being used for AI. They said yesterday, Sega celebrated Sonic the Hedgehog's 35th birthday with an hours-long live stream. The event revealed multiple new Sonic games and updates to existing ones, including Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, Sonic and Sonic 2 Sega Genesis cartridges, which I think is very cool. They're actually bringing back physical cartridges for the Sega Genesis. I am 100% on board with that. And Sonic Classic and Modern collections. Okay. The company also revealed Sonic Chaos Hunt, part game, part real-world competition, in which players must search for Chaos Emeralds that destabilized and scattered across the U.S. So it's like a treasure hunt in real life. I'm sure there's nothing that could go wrong with that. Is Supersonic Sega Sammy fan, whatever that kid's name is he gonna go look for the Chaos Emeralds? Is Chris Chan gonna go look for the Chaos Emeralds? I hope Chris Chan gets at least a couple of those Chaos Emeralds. While a fun idea with lucrative prizes, the game has come under immediate fire for its terms and conditions, which suggests the player data will be used to train AI for both Sega and third-party companies. Uh-oh. Terms and conditions so often favor developers. Yes, and people never look at them. They don't. You have no idea what you're agreeing to 9 times out of 10. Allowing them to use the information they gather for their own good in the wake of major distrust against AI, though Sonic Chaos Hunts are absolutely egregious. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. By using our services, you acknowledge and consent to our collection, use, and processing of your information, content, and communications user data for the improvement, development, and training of our artificial intelligence AI models and tools. And for providing our services to you, the terms and conditions first spotted by Blue Sky user Luna Leo Red. It adds your user data may be used to train and enhance our proprietary AI models. You acknowledge and agree that once integrated with these third-party AI models, your user data may continue to be used, analyzed, and enhanced by both us and our third-party providers for ongoing model improvement, product innovation, and other business purposes. Let's see the original post. Disappointed but not surprised, says Luna Leo. Sega is requiring consent to AI model training in the terms of service to join in on the hunt. Always read the terms you agree to, friends. Yeah, most people don't. I'm going to be honest. Somebody did a comic. They did a web comic, and it was based on Apple's terms of service, like what you're agreeing to every time Apple updates iOS, and it was insane. It was like some 48-page graphic novel, and that was back then. But this kind of reminds me of the Netflix haunted house or the horror house or whatever they're doing. Do you guys remember that? It was, I think it was last year. It was like a walkthrough exhibit. And if you went to this exhibit, they had the right to modify your likeness with AI, but you didn't realize that you were agreeing to that, because it's not like they bring out a person with a clipboard and say, hey, can we use your likeness in our commercials or whatever? What they do is they scan your face, I guess, as you're walking through this house. And then then they can just, they can alter the footage or whatever. And that's probably what's going to happen. What's going to happen is with a lot of these commercials, like theme park commercials and stuff like that, they will probably just go through and be like, yeah, this is a good video clip of a guy in a roller coaster, but we need to make him look way more scared. So we'll just use AI to make him look way more scared. And if he has a problem with it, tough luck. When he bought a ticket, he agreed to this, even though he didn't know he agreed to it, didn't fully understand what he was agreeing to. And at that point, like, where does it end, right? And again, this is not an anti, I don't think this is an anti-AI stance necessarily. It's just like, you need to know what you're agreeing to, and you don't know what they're going to do with it, right? You have no idea what they're going to do with your data. I mean, every company, it's like, look, they sell your data out the back door. They always do. So your user data may continue to be used, analyzed, and enhanced by both us and our third-party providers. Those who find the emeralds have a chance of winning exclusive Sonic rewards. So you might get a pair of like Sonic sneakers, but they might use your likeness forever. Include the ultimate VIP Club Chaos experience, which includes flights, accommodation, and tickets to the club's grand opening in New York City. These AI-focused terms and conditions may just put people off from entering. However, I don't know if most people are going to pay attention. I'm going to be honest. People don't know what they're agreeing to. You literally could, like, if you bought something or you signed up for Netflix and one of the terms in the fine print was, hey, yeah, you signed up for Netflix. If you don't pay your Netflix bill, we're going to come to your house and take your dog and eat your dog. Is that okay with you? If you ask somebody that to their face, they're going to be like, well, hell no, you're not going to eat my dog unless you hate your dog. But they're going to sneak it in there, right? I mean, it's so crazy. People go to court all the time. Like, you watch these judge shows like Judge Judy or whatever, and a lot of times people don't know what the hell they're agreeing to when they sign a contract. And now, ironically enough, it's never been easier to determine what a contract says, because you can feed it into AI and just be like, please break this down into layman's terms for me. Thank you very much. I don't feel like paying a lawyer $500 an hour. I'm just saying, sometimes it can be helpful. Let's see. They said AI has become an incredibly contentious issue within video games in the last 12 months. Just last week, they talked about the AI in Kingdom Hearts. The Nier Automata creator Yoko Taro said young developers face a hell of fighting over the remaining jobs as AI takes over them. These are just two of the controversies that the incredibly unpopular AI has faced over the last year. AI is not incredibly unpopular. It's incredibly unpopular with some people. It's incredibly unpopular with people looking or staring down the barrel of unemployment. For sure, it's incredibly unpopular with people who are going to have these massive data centers in their backyards, but it's being injected into everything. It is. It's. I mean, everything you do, your television, your banking app, your phone, hell, YouTube. You're on YouTube right now watching this video, right? Or you're listening to it on Spotify or something. They're using AI. So no, it's actually incredibly popular, but there are people that want to have more control over it. And I think maybe part of it, it's not just the job loss or the environmental impact. I think it's the fact that we're not being given a choice. It's just being shoved down our throat. And that's what I have a problem with. I think AI is a fantastic tool. I don't think it's going to replace all humans anytime soon. I think it's going to be something that talented, creative humans can use to make things, but I think it has to be consensual. That's the biggest issue I have. Like, I don't agree with what Microsoft is doing right now. And I've done multiple videos on this where they're just shoving Copilot into everything. And the reason they're doing it is, again, it's kind of like the same reason that Sega is doing this with the fine print, and they're not telling you, like, right up front, this is what we're doing. It's enough to satisfy the legal requirement, right? Like, if you don't read the terms of service, that's on you, man. But the reason they're doing this is because if people are told up front, hey, we're going to shove some AI into this app, it's going to make it 3 times slower, it's going to probably screw up a lot. Are you okay with that? You're probably going to have to pay more. Are you okay with that? And people are going to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with them doing cartridges again. That's actually pretty cool. So that's the end of that article. Let's go out and look at some of these posts here. I saw one yesterday on X. This is coming from Coop Troop Beach. Go F yourself, Sega. Like, actually F you for doing this. Before anyone signs on, read the terms of service. They're asking you to consent to give your info to an AI. Yeah, readers actually, yeah, they added context. So the community noted this. Damn. Is this actually a public note? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog breaking news. The Chaos Emeralds have destabilized. They're all over. You need to go find them. Go find them. I gotta see what the comments are here. Penn says, why scraping our data for AI training? Splatoon Conservative says in the community note is just rubbing the AI usage toward everyone's faces. Imagine gatekeeping Sonic only to end up with AI slop. Me right now, FAI. I just joined. Well, there you go. It's not going to deter everyone. It's most people, like I said, most normies don't pay any attention. They don't pay any attention to this stuff, just so you know. This will train their AI. Your slop bores me. Obama just built a library. This feels exactly like what Pokemon Go did, turning a fun AR hunt into a massive data grab. Yes. Yeah, actually, Pokemon Go, wasn't Niantic? I think they were selling the data out the back door to like the government and to like pizza delivery places and stuff. It was crazy. It was like, you're just, yeah. Isn't that wild how they do it though? If you guys have ever read or seen The Last Mimsy, so we have aliens kind of, it's convoluted, but they send toys to Earth kids. They're actually not aliens, but I don't want to spoil the movie for you. Anyway, the kids get a hold of these toys. They're super advanced and they're playing with toys and thinking, oh, I'm just playing with toys. But there's actually an ulterior motive to this. It's actually training them to do something. And that's what it feels like. Like we're going to gamify our data mining. That's what they're doing. They're gamifying their data mining. And so it's fun for you, and it's going to be fun for them when they cash the check, when they sell all your data, to these companies, right? But Risky Gomley says, this feels like what Pokemon Go did, turning a fun AR hunt into a massive data grab. To join the Sonic Chaos Hunt, you're consenting to let Sega and third parties use your location data, activity, and more to train AI models. Well, I mean, honestly, I could argue, not to be a dick, but if you're carrying a cell phone, your data is out there. It's yeah, you want a tracking device. Like everybody thought that we're going to be tracked with chips in our heads. It's going to be the cell phones in our pockets that are actually the mark of the beast, right? That's what we're talking about here. You might as well make Eggman the MC. Sonic fans right now, we were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. Let's see here. Happy 35th birthday. Actually, overall, I think there's some pretty good announcements. Now, I think it's the third part. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's actually the third party that they're using to do this that's going to mine your data, but it is what it is. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? I'm going to assume you mean the Chaos Emeralds. There you go, guys. Now, here's a true story. I'll finish up with this. I almost got a job working for Sega when I was a teenager. I actually went to the Redwood City offices 3 or 4 times. They were like right across the street from EA back in the day. And they were helping me with doing like 2D sprite animations. And I could have had a job there, but I would have had to move into the city. They wanted me in San Francisco, and I started looking at the rent. And I'm like, there's no way in hell I can live in the city. We lived about an hour and a half outside of San Francisco. And I'm like, I can't live here. It's too damn expensive. And that was pretty much it. And then, and then like a year or two later, they just kind of imploded. But so I probably dodged a bullet. But yeah, I was working on at the time Sonic sprites. They had me they would give me some like assignments. The art director gave me some assignments to do. They were never going to be used in the game. It was just like practice. Like, here, do some sprites, I have that stuff somewhere. It's on like a floppy disk because I was doing it on a 486 PC with deluxe paint animation, ironically from Electronic Arts. DP Animation, that's what they used. But that would have been Sega Technical Institute. So I was very, very close to getting a job there. And I'm the one that actually made the decision not to pursue it because I'm like, I can't afford it. I can't afford to live here. And now I'm doing YouTube. So look at that. I don't know if I'm better off or not, but there we go. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk later.